What's going on? We back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. I'm gonna help me jump off in here real quick. You know the bell notifications ain't working, so you know how that roll, man. But yeah, interesting. Ain't too much breaking news going in boxing this week. You know, before everybody start hopping on. Before we get into the subject, all the fights next week, I believe. Hella fights next week. Hella fights. Um, we got Charlo and Trout on the Leo Santa Cruz, Adam Mares card. You got Santa Mares and Santa Cruz too. Let me know you in the building when you hop up in here, man. We just just talking small talking to we get more people up in here. Let me know who we dealing with. Say something in the chat real quick. But and then we got Tyson Fury taking on his comeback fight, dude from Albania, coming from cruiserweight. You got Maurice Hooker taking on Terry Flanagan. And also you got Bud Crawford taking on Jeff Me So Horny. Let me know y'all in the chat, man. Say something, bro. Say something. Got 2 people so far. Let me know something, man. But yeah, you got that. Got that fight. So and Jose Pedraza is on the card as well. But yeah, you know what it is, man. Let me know y'all up in here, man. Waiting on more people to get in here, man. There we go. What's going on, man? Charlo going down, possibly. I wouldn't bet my house on either one of them, him or Triple G winning, man. It's a good fight, man. But oh yeah, what's going on, brother? What's that, Mr. File? I can't see Miss Field, Miss File. What's going on, bro? Yeah, WBC seem to be playing Canelo side. They wishy-washy, man. They really be in their feelings, the WBC. 1 minute, they riding around Mexico City and presenting Triple G as the newest adopted son in Mexico. Got him at the football game and holding this WBC belt up, giving him the little Mexican hat, and they parading around like he Mexican. And then the next minute, they talking about Canelo is totally innocent against the computer raw. He's innocent. Canelo is innocent, man. He didn't do it. And then when he didn't jump into the VADA testing, they dropped him out his rankings, and they start supporting Triple G again. Now that he cleared and he signed up for the testing, now they want to be on Canelo's side. Basically, the reason the WBC is playing both sides is because they want to they want that bag, man. They want that check. It's as simple as that, man. That's why they playing both sides, man. Lions only boxer Jermall ain't ready for Triple G, possibly. I mean, you can say that. I mean, shit, that's your opinion, man. I don't know, nobody know if he ready or not, but obviously he feel he ready. So who we gonna fight to get ready for that fight? He gonna take the fight. Triple G ain't invincible. I mean, shit, Triple G ain't never really stepped up and fought a middleweight that's as big as Jermall Charlo. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But what's going on, Antonio McQuarrie? What's going on, brother? But yeah, WBC is playing both sides. They want that check. And they really trying to force Triple G to check that bag now. Because at the end of the day, they gave him that belt to kind of force Canelo to come fight him. Because Canelo gave him the belt. He was the interim champion. He said, you know what, I ain't ready to fight him. Yeah, man, I'm getting sued by All-Star Boxing. I fight when I'm ready. Fought him. And now they got a taste of that 6%, 3% from Triple G. Well, they got 3% from Triple G last time. They get 3% versus Canelo. So they missed the boat last time because Canelo didn't elect to fight for that title last time out. So, now they got to see opportunity to get 6%, 3% of whatever 30, 40 million Canelo bring home, and 3% of 20 million that Triple G bring home. They want a piece of the pie, man. They want a piece of that pie, and that's why they kind of forcing, Triple G hand. Because guess what, man? It's in Triple G's best interest to take the Canelo fight right now because, maybe the IBF can rock with him, fighting, they, skip over Sergey right now, Sergey, and they can get 3% of that Canelo purse, and that Triple G purse. So, if he don't fight Canelo, it's basically the walls caving in. Because at this point, Billy Joe Saunders ship is sailed because he fighting in June because he coming off an injury. And it's either going to be fight Canelo or fight your mandatories. And we all know Triple G love to fight mandatories, right? But he don't want to fight these mandatories. But hey, And Sean Newton come in here talking about oh, you want to see you rather you happy that the WBC is fighting, making Triple G fight a cheater? I mean, no, but at the end of the day, Triple G did say out his mouth, what's going on, Quan? Triple G did say going out of his mouth that he's still to fight Canelo, juiced up or not. So I mean, he putting his foot in his mouth as usual, man. Triple G continues to put his foot in his mouth, man, and it's nothing new. It's nothing new at all. He said that he still fight that dude juiced up. The idea of Triple G String being an unstoppable monster is highly over-exaggerated. Yeah, I was the first person to say that, man. What's going on? Carl Burrell, what's going on? I've been saying that shit, man. The shit is overrated, man. Hit that like button for your homie real quick one time for the one time. It's very overrated, man. His whole mystique, his whole persona, his whole build, the way he moved, man, the way he moved through his career, it is overrated. Not saying that the guy can't fight. But, Abel Sanchez been on the record and said we don't want to fight Jermall Charlo unless it's forced, and now it's about to be forced. And we still don't know what the IBF is going to rule for the Sergey Shevchenko fight. So, I mean, I don't know what the IBF is taking so long. It ain't like they celebrate Memorial Day. They moved their headquarters to, I think, Brazil or some shit like that. So they ain't even in America. They should have been ruled on if they gonna sanction the Vinance fight so he don't have to fight Sergey Shevchenko or not. And they bullshit, man. They bullshit, man. They trying to help Triple G save face. And eventually it's only something when you hold them belts, and no matter how you got them belts, eventually it's so long before the walls start to cave in for a fighter that's like him. He been match made perfectly. People just believe he this bone crusher extraterrestrial type of fighter. And he got great power, but we seen when he stepped up to Danny Jacobs that the power wasn't there like we thought before. When he fought from Canelo, the power wasn't there like that. And people say, well, he getting old. There's no excuse. People didn't freeze Golovkin out, man. That's one of the biggest misconceptions in boxing. People didn't freeze Golovkin out. They didn't. Golovkin was pricing himself out for his whole life, his whole boxing career. He didn't want to fight Andre Ward to be great after saying I fight anybody from 54 to 175 pounds and they changed to 68 pounds. He was over here, when they first came over to America, they was popping off a lot of smoke, him and Abel Sanchez. Lil D, what's good? Triple G is 36. You can see in his fights he's only getting older. Yeah, in the way that he fights, Lil D, he take a lot of punishment anyway. He takes a lot of punishment, and when you rely on your chin like that, it's only a matter of time since somebody crack that code, man. And in WBC, I mean, I'm not mad at them. They finally want to do their job, but guess what? It ain't that they want to do their job for the greater good of boxing. It's money motivated. They don't really like Fred from Barbershop Conversation said, man. I didn't even see like the entire video. I just really caught the title, and he said the WBC fooling us. They want Canelo versus Triple G. They do, and they know for a fact that Abel Sanchez and Team K2 and Triple G, they don't want to fight Jermall Charlo. So they gonna be like, you gonna fight Charlo, even if you get stripped of the IBF, or the IBF give you an exception. Guess what? You gonna fight Jermall Charlo, or you gonna fight Canelo. If you don't fight Canelo, you gotta fight Charlo. We stripping you. So they really, putting the iron to that ass, and I'm happy they doing it, but they doing it for all the wrong reasons. They not doing it for the better good of boxing. They not doing it, for the fans. They doing it for their own money, and that's why they gotta get rid of these sanction belt bodies, man. I'll get rid of all of them, and they can come, and then we can have a bid. We need 2 belts, 2 regular belts and a developmental belt for the young guys. That's it. Because all this shit is money driven. They not motivated to make what's best for boxing. They motivated to put what's best in their pocket. According to the WBC, Triple G had his mandatory in May 5th. I mean, it don't matter. The WBC makes the rules up. Shout out to Premier Lamar. The WBC makes their rules up as they go. They got an interim champion. That's not a mandatory. That's an interim champion. So, I mean, if they say he got to fight the interim champion, he got to fight him. Or they going to strip him. It's their rules. Their rules go. It's a minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day rules in the WBC, man. Read they fugazi ass rules. Smash that like button for me, man. Smash the like button, but it is what it is, man. WBC, I'm happy that they making this decision. Because I'm just tired of seeing Triple G just, carry them belts like he done did something, man. Hopefully the IBF do the right thing and strip them. They probably the most strict sanctioning belt body. But that, that really don't mean shit at the end of the day. They the most strict sanctioning belt body, so they might do the right thing and strip his ass too, man. because they told him don't fight violence. You can't go back and re-sanction the fight. Either he gonna fight Sergey Shevchenko by August 3rd, or you gotta get that strap up. Either he gonna fight Canelo, or you gotta get it, or he gotta fight Jermall Charlo. If he don't wanna fight Jermall Charlo, get that strap up. Start stripping his ass straight down, man. Strip him of his dignity. Strip him of his trinket ass belts. Strip that clown, man. He is getting all his mandatories. Is Mikey and Easter official? No, it's not official. It's not official. All them trinkets that he got, bro, it's time to strip that motherfucker, man. If you don't want to fight the best, you know, and you know, at the beginning, you know, you can make a case for Sergio Martinez and Pavlik. It wasn't a lot of great middleweights there for them to fight, you know. But for Triple G, it's good middleweights there. It's good competition. Triple G only big, mean middleweight is Jacobs, and his win is debatable. Charlo has a very different skill set to Jacobs and will put Golovkin on the back foot. Yeah. He possibly could, but you never know until they get into the ring, man. You know, which would I rather see? I just, you know, honestly, I want Charlo to get his shot, man. I like to see the Charlo fight as well. That's the fight I'd rather see. Fuck, I already seen the Canelo fight, man. I'm just, you know, I'm tired of Golden Boy, man, to be honest. You know, I am tired of them, man. They just, you know, they milking that shit, man. You know, Golovkin does deserve a little bit more compensation for his inconvenience, man. You know, he does, you know, deserve that, man. He does deserve something for his inconvenience. You know, they talking about 35. Give that man 40%, man. What's up, Wet Farce? What it do? You know, give that man 40%. I believe that Jacobs doesn't have enough kill. He froze up in Triple G fight. Yeah, he ain't a killer. Hit that like button, man. Come on, we got 24 people in the building. Let's get them likes up, man. But yeah, man. You know, I would want to see Jermall Charlo fight, man. I'm just being honest, man. I would want to see that fight because I already seen Canelo Triple G, and you know, stylistically wise, I think they both great fights. You can't go wrong either way. Even, you know, I think Sergey Shevchenko is the least desired fight just because he got only 12 fights and 12-0 with 10 knockouts. So I think that's the least desired fight because most fans don't know him, and most fans will say he's not proven at 12 fights. So I definitely understand that. So, you know. Would I like to see Canelo Triple G 2 get out the way? Yeah, I like to see that get out the way too, man. What's going on, man? Wait for your name to pop up, man. I can't see it on the phone so far back today. Oh, EB Scraps, what it do, man? So, it'll be interesting, man. You know, I believe that Jermall Charlo brings a different type of opponent for Triple G. And that's somebody that's about as tall as Jacobs, but you know, Jacobs been knocked out before. Anytime you've been knocked out before or dropped or hurt before, it's in the back of your mind. And he fought passive. You know, even Kenny Porter said he was mad at Danny Jacobs for fighting so passive and so scary. And when Danny Jacobs sat down with Andre Ward in the fight game, I seen the interview. I didn't even watch that shit. I just caught the interview on the YouTube. And Andre Ward was on there. When he caught up with Danny Jacobs, he said, you know, Danny Jacobs said that I thought this dude was extraterrestrial. He was a beast. I overrated him, basically, what he said. And he fought that way. You know, Danny Jacobs fought passive, scary. He gained confidence through the fight. Like, he didn't have any genuine belief in himself. And, you know, it goes back to what he said. He said, I was just calling out Triple G, you know, just to call his name out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really think the fight was going to happen. And the fight happened for him. He spoke it into existence, and it happened. But that just shows you his mind state. He said he called the guy's name out in Triple G. This is Danny said. He said he called Danny Jacobs. Danny said, I called Triple G. I didn't think I really was going to get the fight. I didn't really think he was going to answer the knock on the door. See, he was just name dropping, man. And that's what these fighters do, especially Mikey Garcia. Somebody said in the comment section earlier, Mikey Garcia is the biggest name dropper in the sport of boxing. You know, just drop your name just to drop it, man. And that's what Danny Jacobs do. It's prevalent, man. A lot of these guys like to build themselves off of calling people names out. You know? And I don't think that shit cool, though, man. But he fought like he was scary, man. Danny Jacobs, man. He fought like he was scary. You made a good point yesterday, and some fighters are just different after a tough battle. Yeah. You know, some fighters are different. You know, it's tough. This is tough sledding out there when you fight, especially when you inactive and fight once or twice a year and you fight a tough fight. Body ain't used to keeping up with that. Lil D, I think Charlo is the new wave, along with Sergey, Andre, and a few other 160-pound. Every amount of year, older fighters have move over or get rolled over. Yeah, I don't know about Andre, man. You know, he keep his ass. That motherfucker don't want to fight nobody. Yeah, hit the like button, y'all. All these people in here, man. Let's hit that like button. Get them likes up. You know, but yeah, you know, I'm not gonna say 100% certain I believe Charlo gonna win. You know, that's something I have to look at the tape at and figure out, you know, what he gonna do and what type of fight he gonna fight. Cause you never know, Triple G can hit him with something early, and shit, he gonna turn into Danny Jacobs, start getting on his bicycle. You know, we don't know what type of jaw Charlo got. We know they got that tough, nasty demeanor, that tough guy act, but we don't know if it's gonna translate versus Triple G. You know, Triple G get the pound on his ass, and he turned into a pussy and start crying, and we gonna be like, damn, man, look what he did to Charlo. He wasn't what we thought he was. So it's a lot of unanswered questions about Jermall Charlo. It was a lot of answered questions about Danny Jacobs that got re-answered in the fight with Triple G. He had a weak jaw. I think after the people get knocked out in 7, he showed to be a different fighter, a more durable fighter, a better jaw, you know, a stronger fighter. He seemed like a fighter that was on the rise after the Triple G fight, even though he hasn't got on track since, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's something different right there, but we'll see. Andre acting like a schoolgirl. Facts. Wet farts. It ain't gonna be easy out there for Canelo. Nope. Wet farts. Fact. Canelo gonna be juiced out of his mind. Rory, Mikey is calling out everyone at 47 except the one that makes sense, Terrence Crawford. Canelo might retire. Yeah, it could. I doubt it, man. Canelo squeezed back down to Canelo weight before he retired, man. You know, but he been in the game for a long time. Been pro since he was 16, so Canelo put a lot of years in, man. You know, one last couple good fights for him, he'd be good. But, you know, Canelo versus Triple G, I mean, would it be different this time? I think it could be different. I think Golovkin is a year older. Obviously, Canelo is a clean, quote-unquote, fighter. And, you know, for Canelo, he's still young. But he been off for a year. You know, and Triple G just fought in May, even though it was only 2 rounds, which I don't know if you consider that a full fight, but you got to, you know, put in the training camp that he did have and staying, you know, loose and stuff of that nature. So, I mean, could a rematch with Golovkin and Canelo be better inside the ring? I think it could be. They both know each other. How would it go? I really wouldn't know. You know, first fight, Golovkin started off slow and kind of heated up in the middle rounds, but he still fought, you know, tentative. He fought wary, like he was nervous about getting hit by Canelo. You know, he didn't want to get countered because the counter punches is the shots you don't see coming. If you don't see them shots coming, man, those are the ones that really hurt you and put you down. So, you know, will Golovkin try to throw, what he land, like 4 or 5 body shots in the first fight? Would he try to do more than that? Possibly, but he going to open himself up to being countered. And that's why he didn't really go for the body. But if he went for the body, he probably would end up stopping Canelo, man. Because Canelo conditioning is just, you know, dog crap, man. It's real dog crap, man. He ain't got no real condition. He always tiring out. Even at 54, he was tiring out. You know, shit, he was punching Chavez Jr. like a punching bag and got tired from punching him. So, conditioning has always been a problem. I guess the computer all wasn't whipping up and cooking that night, doing his job. So, you know, it's something that about Canelo. Canelo was in the build of a welterweight, man. He really was designed to be a welterweight and outgrew welterweight, and he got the stamina of a toddler, man, of a middle school, you know, athlete. He don't have no stamina. You know, it's going to be tough out here, man. We know he's not going to fight Billy Joe Saunders. We know he's not going to fight Jermall Charlo. We know he's probably not going to fight Danny Jacobs. That'd be the most likely guy on this list. We know he's not going to fight Billy Joe. So he may fight Spike O'Sullivan as a comeback. He want to come back in December. But they want the Golovkin fight. But there's some risk there doing with the Golovkin fight. If I answer the question, the risk is, you know, if he has anything less of a performance versus Golovkin in a rematch, people gonna be screaming it was a computer roll. You know, if he get knocked out, people gonna be screaming it was steroids or PEDs. If he get knocked out, it's gonna be, they're gonna blame it on, you know, if he loses to Triple G clearly this time and get dominated, people gonna blame it on that, man. Like he was cheating, man. I'm disappointed in Demetrius Andrade. He's literally a waste of talent. That's Carl Burrell. Lil D, Wet Farts, Canelo be juiced out of his mind. I went through all those shit. Yeah, Andrade pulled out with one of Charlo's Jermall the week before the fight a few years back when he had the WBO 154-pound belt. That's Lil D. Truth MM. What will everyone say when Triple G KOs Charlo? Shit, you can't say shit. If he KO Charlo, which ain't out the possibility, I mean, you got to take your hat off and respect that, man. That's a real good win. And, you know, and that'd be what it be, man. That's a big, you know, middleweight. You can't really call him a junior middleweight because he done fought a middleweight twice and he filled out. You know, it'll be an interesting fight. It won't be easy for Charlo, but Charlo asked for it, and that's a young, hungry, undefeated opponent on his resume, and that's probably be the best win on his resume, in my opinion. Would we like to see Jacobs and Charlo first? Yeah, we would like to see Jacobs and Charlo first, but if they, I mean, you know, they need to make that fight happen first, you know, especially for Jermall Charlo favor. But if you got a shot at Triple G, you got to take the shot, man. I think Mikey don't want Crawford because Crawford is more of a mover and Spence is more of a brawler. Mikey just really want the money. I agree. That's a little D. True for him. Canelo and Jacobs ran. I doubt Charlo will run, so I see Triple G and you know, KO's Charlo. It ain't about running. I mean, you're not gonna sit there and let a motherfucker hit you. And to be honest, Triple G look like dog shit and cutting the ring off. And you don't even need to move to beat Triple G. If Charlo puts his jab on Triple G and pushes Triple G back, he'll dominate him. Mark my words, he'll dominate Triple G. Triple G is not effective like most Eastern Europeans moving on their back foot. He's not effective. So when you move, you just exerting more energy. You know what I'm saying? When you do all that excessive movement Canelo was doing and Jacobs was doing, if you use the proper angles and put that good jab that Jermall Charlo got on Triple G and push him back, you know, Triple G is not the puncher and he's not as effective. That would have to be the game plan, especially Charlo being a solid defender and being able to counterpunch. It'd be very interesting. It's just the fact that I would like Jermall Charlo to get a Danny Jacobs fight first to get that experience. But, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, man. It's an opportunity. You can't pass on it, man. Carl Burrell, Triple G will vacate the WBC before he fight Charlo. Possibly. Especially if you get stripped of the IBF. What you holding on them belts for if you can't be undisputed no more? If Charlo unifies the division, I can see him throwing it down with everybody at 160. Yeah. He hungry right now. You know, these guys, when they on the upswing or the up and up, they hungry, you know? But when they get complacent, when they get the belts and they start getting all them accolades, okay, you know, then they want to turn into businessmen. You see when Jerry Swift Hurd got that belt, he turned into the ultimate businessman. It was, I want to fight Charlo till it's a business. He got to understand I'm the A side. Lil D, if Triple G beat Charlo, he gets my respect, period. He is the most anticipated fighter at 160. Agree? What's going on, Marquise Williams? Here go Marquise Williams right here. Y'all got to remember Triple G ran against old boy from Canada. Triple G isn't going to play with fire. Yeah, you know, he did box Dave Lemieux. And he boxed Curtis Stevens. He didn't mix it up with Curtis Stevens. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. We got 30-some people in the building, only 13 likes. Let's get that shit up to 20 at least, bro. Come on. It ain't shit just to smash that like button, man. It ain't, I mean, it's just a button, you know. Smash it. But yeah, he moved versus Curtis Stevens too, man. You know, Abel Sanchez in the corner begging him before at the fight, don't mix it up with him. Don't mix it up with him. That's what he was saying. Don't mix it up with him. You know, and that's smart though. You don't need to take no unnecessary punishment because Curtis Stevens was a 168-pounder. He could punch. You know, he used that jab versus him and Dave Lemieux would keep them at bay. You know, he was peppering them with that jab and just boxing, and then, you know, when he felt like, you know, they didn't have no more to give, you know, he tenderized the meat for a few rounds and obliterated them, and that was a good game plan for him. But he had clear advantages over them. Was it height and length and boxing ability? Those advantages he won't have versus Jermall Charlo. He won't have a height or a length. He'll be at a height disadvantage. You know, Charlo is close to 6'1", 6'2", long arms, fast, quick. He'll be the most complete opponent athletically and skill-wise that he's fought. But like I said, man, we're not gonna sleep on Triple G. We just want to see Triple G be great. A lot of the brothers, nobody hates Triple G. We just hate the way he was moved. You know, how his persona is fear, and he's the biggest, baddest motherfucker ever. But he ain't fought the biggest and the baddest. You know what I'm saying? He needed a career-defining fight. And beating a young Charlo down into submission, you know, and I think that's his goal. You know, I think a lot of people want to see Charlo eat crow after talking all this cash shit. They want to see him eat crow, but at the end of the day, you got to respect a young guy like that want to fight a tough guy like Triple G and don't want to be handed a belt. He name-dropped Triple G because he really want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? He'd rather win the belt from Triple G than it being handed to him. And you got to respect the old veteran of Triple G if he take the fight for fighting a young guy like Jermall Charlo. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect that and putting that body on his resume. He need a young, physical, good fighter in Jermall Charlo on his resume. He need to ruin a young fighter, man. He need to put that shit on his resume to build his Hall of Fame resume up, man. You know, he needs to get to the point where he can go ahead and smoke Triple G. I mean, smoke Canelo, smoke Charlo, and smoke and Canelo, he gonna be a lock for the Hall of Fame by everybody's standards. Marquise, now I give it to Triple G. That motherfucker can box too. Yeah, he can box. But you gotta remember, it's the same thing with Terrence Crawford and Triple G. The same exact thing, The same exact thing. What I mean is, a lot of Triple G fights, he enjoyed a nice size, height, and length advantage as far as his physical strength. With Charlo, he won't enjoy a height and a length advantage or a massive strength advantage versus a Charlo. He won't even enjoy a size advantage. That dude gonna rehydrate pretty fucking high. You know what I'm saying? So this is an uphill battle, and this is the same uphill battle that Terrence Crawford gonna have to face versus Jeff Me So Horny. A dude that's just as big as you, bigger, stronger than you, as strong as you. That's something to be held for, because that length and height advantage, that can swing a fight either which way. Especially if you got the height and length. A punch that landed on Curtis Stevenson might not land on Charlo, might come up short, and you might get countered. You know what I'm saying? So it worked both ways. Cool Man said, "What it do, man?" Jacobs ducked Charlo, and now Charlo doesn't need Jacobs. He has a direct line to duck Triple G. I didn't get that one. He has a direct line to duck Triple G. I just know he said that Jacobs ducked Charlo. So yeah, he did. When Jacobs could have fought Charlo for the interim belt himself, but he didn't want to go. Eddie Hearn didn't want to go that route. So now that his numbers ain't that good at the Barclays Center, they need a dance partner to get that money up and make that difference up. They want to fight Charlo now, man. Ain't nobody thinking about Danny Jacobs, man. Now, if there's Triple G fight Canelo and come to a census, then yeah, you know what I'm saying. I want to see Charlo and Jacobs happen then. They can put that shit on the same card, man. That'd be smart. What's good, Curtis Anderson, Rich Gang in the building. Lil D, Charlo been called out Jacobs on the Boxing Voice. He said, "Fuck Canelo and Jacobs, they competition now," and that was over a year ago. He hungry. Yeah, he hungry. He been hungry. It's easy to be hungry, and it's easy to be hungry when you ain't got shit. It's staying hungry when you get the belts and you get the accolades. When you get that type of stuff. So I want to see if him, his brother, Earl Spence, Deontay Wilder, if they ever reach and get those opportunities for those big fights, I want to see if that hunger remains. Seriously, I want to see if they continue to remain hungry, remain to have that tenacity. Because most fighters, they get to that level and they get those belts, and they ain't hungry no more. They don't be hungry. So keep going. He's definitely human, bro. This is Marquise Williams. I'm sorry, Charlo is going to flush his ass, but I feel he has to KO him because it goes to the cards. Charlo is going to get robbed. That's different. It depends on which platform that fight happened on. Obviously, Triple G is going to try to drag Jermall Charlo to HBO, but Jermall Charlo can drag that shit to purse bid and have somebody winning. But I think, Financially, Premier Boxing Champions might offer more money for a Charlo Triple G fight. Now, if Charlo was HBO, they probably get good money out. So I think he might financially get more money if Al Heyman controls the fight. And especially put it at the Barclays Center. I think Triple G would be huge at the Barclays Center. I think I think that urban community out there like to see Triple G versus Charlo. So it depends. If Triple G dropped the belt, Charlo should fight Jacob for. No, even if even if Triple G dropped the belt, that belt goes automatically to Jermall Charlo. He ain't gotta fight shit for it. He the interim title holder. So the same way Triple G got that belt when Canelo dropped it, because Triple G beat Marco Antonio Rubio for the belt, for the interim belt. As soon as he dropped that belt, it goes right to Charlo. He ain't gotta fight nobody for that belt. It's his title. It's his title. So, Danny Jacobs had his hand out. When Charlo had his hand out, he been calling Danny Jacobs out. And then Danny Jacobs went to HBO. When Charlo had his hand out, it was like, you ain't nobody, Charlo. I'm not worried about you. I'm trying to chase M's and chase Danny Jacobs and chase Triple G and Canelo. Now he didn't let Jermall Charlo get in a position of power. Now he wanna beg for a fight. I'm not got time for that bullshit, man. Danny Jacobs is a soft motherfucker, man. I just think Danny Jacobs is tough. He's soft. I hate his resume. That's it. Triple G cool. Yeah, I hate his resume as well. Curtis Anderson. If Triple G fight Charlo, Triple G will be fighting a big, strong, quick, and athletic fighter. And Charlo Abel knows that. Yep. And it's an Asian fighter in Triple G too. What up to the LDBC? Jermall Charlo gets ruined in the Triple G fight too early. I don't think it's too early. I'm tired of people saying that shit. Oh, it's too early. It's too early. Obviously, Jermall Charlo don't think it's too early. He wants to fight. You know, no. I mean, he wants to fight. I mean, what are we waiting on? I mean, what are we waiting on? He could. Danny Jacobs could have fought him. I mean, he didn't fight him. Andrade ain't fight nobody. I mean, what else are we waiting on, man? I'm tired of waiting on fights. If he ain't gonna be ready now, he ain't gonna never be ready. I would like to see him get more experience too with fighting Danny Jacobs. Yeah, I would love to see him fight Danny Jacobs to get that experience. But you know, I'm tired of waiting on fights. I'm tired of waiting on Crawford and Horn and Thurman and not Horn, but Thurman and Crawford and Smith. I'm tired of waiting on these fucking fights, man. You know, man, if he got an opportunity to fight Triple G, he better take it now, man. Because if he handed that belt, that's what history gonna be remembered. He was handed the belt. He didn't beat the guy. Let's stop that repetitive cycle, man. Y'all, these niggas winning these interim belts and be handing these belts and turning the titles. I want to see a rite of passage. I want to see Charlo snatch the belt away from Triple G, or Triple G take his belt and stiff arm Charlo and send him back to the death of bumnism. Period. It's time for these niggas to start fighting. I'm tired of holding, you know, waiting for these fights to happen. It's time for them to fight now. If he 28, 29, and if he ain't gonna be ready now, he ain't gonna never be ready, man. And that's the fact. Smash that like button, man. Let's get up to 25, 27, some shit like that, man. Hold on, I gotta get some more ring stand moves, man. Oh man, what's the? Oh shit, I'm going way back too far, man. But yeah, I mean, shit. I understand what people say with Charlo might not be ready, but shit, he got no choice. In my opinion, I don't think I don't think Jermall better than Jermall, but in my opinion, Triple G still beats anybody at 160. I mean, I don't know. He ain't acting like he don't beat everybody at 160. He ain't acting like it. I mean, he running from motherfuckers. Low blow champ, what it do? Triple G is toast. The shark circling him. He know that. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to fight Billy Joe Saunders and retired or some shit. Sharky fought just as good of comp as Triple G outside of Canelo, who Charlo could very well beat. I agree. Boxing Facts over Fiction. What it do? Boxing Facts. He got a good page. Y'all go check the homie out. Boxing Facts over Fiction. You know, he improved and he perfected his channel, as we all should. Perfected timing. He's in his prime. Perfect timing. Yeah, you're right. Perfect timing for Triple G as well too, to get a body in his resume, a young body. Charlo should fight Shevchenko. There's no reason to fight Shevchenko. Shevchenko is an IBF mandatory. There's no reason to fight him. Jacobs had his chance too, man. Jacobs didn't want to fight him, so you know, go fight Triple G. Now, if the Triple G fight can't happen, then they should put the Jacobs fight on with Charlo. I agree. Marquise Williams, Charlo 28. Oh, that man ain't getting no fucking younger. You right though. You right. Lobo champ, Charlo ready to go while Triple G is getting old. Yep. Yeah, I mean, ideally we want him to take one more fight, but I mean, shit, man. You know, title shots don't come every day. Sergey ain't ready for Charlo, but put him in there and see. Simmons, yes, family. Danny Jacobs is real soft and looking to do a lot of cherry pick. Yep. Boxing Facts. Make the fight. Let's see if Triple G wins. He gets all the credit, and he must win convincingly. Yeah. Yep. Carl Burrell. Triple G agreed to fight Charlo. Trust me, Jermall will not turn this fight down. Yeah, he won't turn the fight down. It's a good fight. Can't turn shit like that down. You know, if Triple G agreed to fight you, shit, you know, that might not have it happen again. You know. Curtis Anderson, Triple G has to fight his mandatory, no more ducking. Charlo fought Trout when Trout was still dangerous and there was a war. He proven regardless. Okay. Stop marinating fights. Floyd ruined these guys here. Exactly. That's William, man. The truth, M. Who do you think won? I thought Canelo won. That's my opinion, man. Just because you come forward, that shit don't mean shit, man. I thought Canelo landed the sharper, cleaner punches, but, I mean, it was close. It wasn't no damn 118, 110, though. I thought Triple G dominated the middle rounds, man. But I mean, he didn't really do a lot, man. A lot of his punches was missing and hitting the glove, and a lot of people just gave him credit because he came forward to Canelo. They ain't like the way Canelo fought on the back foot, but it don't matter. At the end of the day, Canelo was hitting him with a lot of clean shots, but you know, like Canelo didn't have the stamina. I mean, I'm gonna be mad if you gave it to Triple G. I mean, it is what it is. It was a close fight in my opinion. HBO built Triple G to be invincible. He's anything but I see a fighter facing impending doom. That's Curtis Anderson. William Mann, Charlo versus Billy Joe. Let's unify. Let's unify soon as he get the belt off of Triple G. That's a good fight. I'm hearing Billy Joe Saunders might move up, man. If he can't get that Golovkin fight, he might move up and fight the winner, Callum Smith and George Groves. So, and Billy Joe Saunders is a big ass middleweight, man. So, you know, who do you think the Charlo Trout fight coming up soon? I mean, I don't give a fuck about that fight. That's a stay busy fight for Charlo, man. It's a stay busy fight, man. It's a solid fight, man. I think that's like the third best fight on that card. I think Javier Fortuna Granados is on that card as well. What do you think about? Hold on. I don't think Jermall as good as people think. He gets a lot of hype because his twin Jermall is the one who got them hands. Yeah, Jermall is the most complete fighter in the sport of boxing, man. And that's real shit, man. He's a very complete fighter. But Jermall can fight. He's different though. He don't have the special effects like Jermall did. But that's true. I'm gonna come back with some more videos, man. My stomach hurting like a motherfucker, man. I'm gonna go to these last questions, man. And I gotta get up out of here, man. Is it a rematch clause in the Crawford Horn fight? No rematch clause, brother. I gotta get up out of here, man. We gone.